Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I'm your host, Darien.
Your other host, Landon.
And today we got a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, and we got games. You name it, we got it. Let's talk. Landon, how have you been?
I've been pretty happy. We did show off and announce our Marvel Spider-Man 2 giveaway, which, big success. A lot of people are very excited. A lot of people have entered to win. So good
Yeah,
luck to everyone.
by the time this is out, the winners will have been announced.
Yes.
Or will be being announced the day that this is out.
Um, another good week because Spider-Man 2 came out.
This is true.
We know that.
And in true Comic Book Burrito fashion, we already have it beaten.
Yeah, I guess we'll be doing a little review here.
Well, yeah, we'll be doing a little non-spoiler review, and then spoiler review coming out Wednesday.
I usually don't like giving like a fuller review until I've like 100%, like I've done everything you could do in the game imaginable. But luckily, I am far enough where
I'm pretty sure you've done a little bit of everything. So
well, I've done everything besides collect the spider bots, and that's it. And there's a couple of other like trophies that are just stuff you just got to do, like little like knickknacks or something.
um, all right, we yeah, we've been doing a lot of Spider-Man stuff this week. But also, on Thursday, yeah, so it comes out right Thursdays at 9. There was a new episode of Loki season 2, and we're gonna review that. So, let's go. Without further ado, spoilers for Loki season 2, episode 3, titled 1893. I think. Um, yeah. So last week's episode was the uh less good out of the two that were out.
Yes,
Um, and then this is out, and I'd heard that this is because I think the ratings from what the review earlier people got to see it was like 4-3. Wait, yeah, I can't remember if it was 4-3-1-2, or if two is at the end, or if it was 4-3. Wait,
I
maybe
know.
4-1.
Two
I
was
can
the
remember.
lowest rated. I think I remember four being the highest.
Yeah, and I think this was second highest. So, um, yeah. I mean, expectations, I guess.
I mean, pretty decently high considering it's Loki season 2 already, and you tell me that this was the second highest rated episode, so I was just like, okay, let's see what they can give me in this episode, and yeah, I mean, I wasn't disappointed. I thought it was good.
Yeah,
Definitely timely, still is the show, definitely.
yeah. This is his episode,
Yeah.
really. Um, no, him and Ravonna Renslayer and Miss Minutes. But anyway, I'll talk about that later. I don't apologize also if I sound kind of um off. I have some allergy issues going on right now.
I do not apologize.
It's the throat feels awful. I don't have any water near me either. It's horrible. Anyway, um, but yeah. So I also going into it, I was excited to. I would have seen it when it came out, except we were doing the midnight launch for Spider-Man, and then I was too busy playing Spider-Man to watch.
Yeah. I was so busy playing Spider-Man, I just now got done watching the episode of Loki. I've been just having so much fun with the game.
Yeah. But no more Spider-Man. Talk about that later.
Okay.
Um, but yeah. So this episode, um, basically starts with showing us where Ravonna Renslayer traveled to when she went through the little door at the end of the first season. She said, I think she said in the first season she's in search of free will. And now, yeah, also Marvel Studios intro is a cool little piano, like old timey thing going on. Whole episode takes place in Chicago, um, in the old days, right? Renslayer shows up 1868 is when it picks up. And Renslayer is there with Miss Minutes. And they're kind of talking. Um, I don't know who gave her the package, but there's a package, and inside of it is the TVA guidebook.
Yeah.
And I think if I remember correctly, He Who Remains gave it to Miss Minutes to give to Ravonna. So then Ravonna could give it to the young He Who Remains, because then it would just like make the endless cycle of like he's always coming back.
Yeah. Yes.
And
But
that's
yeah,
that.
that's exactly it right there.
Yeah. And Miss Minutes disguises herself in a little black and white clock design. We see little boy Kang, right?
Uh,
Little, he picks up the TVA guidebook, and that was the beginning of the episode. We're learning that the loom is still destabilizing, and the only way they can open up those blast doors is for He Who Remains temporal aura, and or Miss Minutes, because she's got access to all that. So they need to go find Miss Minutes. So they go and travel to where Ravonna is, because Miss Minutes is with Ravonna, from what they figured out, I think, last episode. It's Loki and Mobius. They get to Chicago in 1893 now. They're at the Chicago World's Fair. I think that's what this is. And this is fun. It's like this big kind of carnival with all kinds of inventions and stuff. There's people freaking out about a ghost clock that's been spotted running around the fair, which is pretty funny. It comes into play later when she goes all giant and says boo and scares everybody.
yeah.
We got Loki and Mobius eat some Cracker Jack, and they walk. We see these three. They see these three statues of like Odin, Thor, and Balder. And Loki's kind of like, I don't know what you got. He's not always mad at it. More like,
Yeah,
I don't know. He's like, we do not look like this.
a very light disgust. Like, yeah, this is not what we look like at all.
Yeah, and he's also, I guess you could also say he's a little jealous that he's not up there and Balder is instead. And then Loki goes, Thor's not that tall.
Thor's not that tall. Yeah.
There's that. Then they see a sign for Victor Timely's astounding temporal marvels. And then we get to where the post-credit scene of Ant-Man and Lost Quantumania is. And they're in there. Loki and Mobius go to the show, and Ravonna Renslayer's also in there. And she's watching. And Victor Timely shows up on stage. He's a showman.
Oh yeah.
Basically, he's very exaggerates everything he says, it seems like, in a lot of big movements and stuff like that. Also the way he talks too, he kind of like he like kind of stutters a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice this the first time I watched this. I've seen this twice. And first time I didn't notice this, but the machine he has on the stage is an early version of the loom.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I think Loki points it out in that scene, but I didn't realize it until the second time I watched it.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, but it's like a small version of the loom, and he so this is the guy that they need. So he shows up and he's talking about all the stuff. Loki's terrified. He said it's He Who Remains, and Mobius is like, he doesn't look threatening at all. He doesn't, but
he doesn't. He's just a showman.
Yeah, he's showing off all the stuff of how they can use time as a new energy source, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we don't believe you." And so he shows them, the machine like sparks and does all kinds of stuff, and everyone's trying to buy the machine from him and all that, and he's making deals with people. Ravonna Renslayer comes up to him and wants to talk to him about the future. Let's see, got a giant man who looks like overweight Abe Lincoln runs into Loki. And then Loki makes him disappear. So I don't know how to describe that. Okay, moving on. skimming through the episode right now, just so I'm like
It
getting
was a
the
decent
correct.
enough way of describing it, I guess.
Um, so yeah, Victor Timely's trying to go out and he's talking to Ravonna. There's an explosion that's heard in the background during this, and he like runs out of the place after it. That explosion is the machine that was on the stage, because all of his stuff is fake. And so the guy comes running out and he says, "It was fake. Your inventions are fake." Mr. Timely goes, "Excuse me," and then he just turns and just books it. You get kind of like a little fun chase scene. I don't know if you heard the music. It was the Loki theme song, but it was more like the kind of in the style like what the intro music was like. It's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, yeah, I liked it. I did notice that.
Um, so yeah, we got Loki talking with Victor Timely. Victor Timely is a Kang variant, but he's not really. He's not evil yet, at least. I mean, we don't know. Um, and so they're basically all these people are chasing after him. He's more like a con man. I think that's a good way of describing that. Let's see. They get okay, yeah. So he who remains eventually runs into a Ferris wheel car, and Loki gets in there with him. Sylvie shows up, and trying to kill him because he's a Kang variant, even though he really hasn't done anything wrong yet.
Yeah.
Mobius gets to talking with Renslayer. Say, Sylvie, we get a tiny little fight between Sylvie and Loki. Miss Minutes grows giant and chases everybody down. Mobius tries to get Loki to ride in the basket of a little bicycle.
Yeah, I love that part. That was so funny.
So we get Ravonna, Miss Minutes, and Victor Timely get back to their little house, or Victor's house that he had there, and he was showing her his refrigerated chair. Let's see. You can tell Miss Minutes is getting kind of jealous over Ravonna and him, because they have a little bit of some chemistry going on. Let's see. And so they tell him that like yeah, the people that were chasing you, one of them is who helped kill your variant. Like they helped kill him, but he's like, but he wants to. He said he wants to help. He just wants me to come to the TVA to do all this. He said we're doing the same thing because that's exactly what Renslayer wants too. It's for him to come back to the TVA so they can do that. But she wants to then be able to take over when she gets there. When she gets back. Um, and so they're basically planting ideas in his head, really. Trying to give me like, oh yeah, they're gonna kill you first chance they get. You might as well do it with us, and then everything will be fine. Which I mean, I don't know. I don't trust Renslayer. I don't think we're supposed to.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely don't.
Uh, let's see. So they escape. People are chasing them down. They get to a boat, and you have a really nice conversation between Victor Timely and Renslayer. They're kind of one of those moments where building up their relationship a little bit. This Minutes is getting kind of mad about it. Uh, we see that I don't know what this is. Um, I guess it was. He's got his own little notebook, and it's like a new version of the TVA guidebook. It's like maybe the very first version, and he's like drawing stuff in it. But I don't know. But he also got that TVA guidebook at the beginning, so I don't where he was a boy. So I don't remember. I don't understand. But
Well,
who knows?
I mean, that's supposed to be actually him as a boy. I mean, it could have been. No, I'm not saying it isn't.
I mean, it is. But I think so. I think it's supposed to be him. Yeah.
Okay.
Because because Victor Timely. I mean, well, I don't know for sure. I don't know. I need more information. Kind of confused. But I was under the assumption that Victor Timely is he who remains from the past.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Anyway, they're talking and they're having a nice thing. He remains. Oh no, so he remains. Victor Timely makes Ravonna a little like flower out of paper. It's a nice little thing. then we get a shot of Ravonna sleeping, and then it turns out she's sleeping in one of the lifeboats, and it just drops into the water. It's a pretty cool shot. And then you have Miss Minute sitting there, being like, "I told you she couldn't be trusted." Her talking about a partnership and all that. And so, so Miss Minutes is basically now putting ideas of Victor. Victor Timely is a very gullible person.
Yeah,
Uh,
very, very gullible.
yeah. All right. Here's this scene, and had texted you and told you I was going to send you something after you watched it, and I'll send it now, and you can look at it while we talk about it. You remember Victor Timely when he was in his little lab or whatever, talking with Miss Minutes, where all the mannequins were and stuff. He holds up this little device, and he opens it, and he says this is the culmination of all his life's work, and he puts it in his bag.
Yeah, let me. I think I do. Yeah, yeah, I do remember that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send you. Okay, that's right there. Those two first pictures are the scene that I was talking about, and then does that thing look? Does that thing look familiar? Like it's a small version of the actual thing.
Is that supposed to be like his chair or his
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, I
It's
knew. This was like
it's
his chair.
it's the prototype for his little time chair that he had.
I like
This was
man.
cool.
Culmination of my life is W's. So
Uh,
that's
yeah, I'm gonna edit that image to have him holding up a W.
a cook.
There's that Miss Minutes is all proud of him, be like, "I love seeing you like this and all that," and then she she
Then she
starts
what?
hitting on him.
Tell me, what does she do?
She she is complimenting him and all stuff. Asking like, "Do you have a drawing of me in your book?" And he was like, not yet, but maybe someday." And she's like, "One thing I wish you did was make me a body and all this stuff." And she's basically flirting with him. And he remains says, "Yeah, I don't know how to do that." And then she like puts her own face on the mannequin, which is terrifying. Um, and then Victor Timely, I guess, gets tired of it, and he's picks up the tin pad to like send her away or like suck her into it, whatever it does. And she starts freaking out, and she runs towards him. She's like, "No, please don't do it. I love you." And he just like
Easy.
like the board. Uh, and just stressed him out. And then Ravona shows up behind him with the prototype of the prune sticks, which is like a gun this time.
Yeah.
Um, she's threatening Victor Timely. Loki and Mobius show up, and they have a whole argument thing there. Loki, no, actually Sylvie manages to show up and uses her powers, throws everybody around. He's going to go kill um Victor Timely. Now you have my favorite scene of the whole episode here now with Victor Timely's down on the ground. Sylvie's holding the knife up to him, and he's trying to like beg for his life, basically. And he's got the
Yeah.
lines. He's like, "Please," he said, no one could." He said, "No one could tell me who to be." He said, "I am the only one who could decide who I want to be, and you don't know the heart that's beating inside my chest." And I don't know. He had a really good like line where he's like, "I mean, I could be this big evil villain, but like, I'm not." And he said, "I don't have to be." I've never done anything. So that kind of thing. I really like that scene. It's
Oh,
interesting. Um, but then Sylvie basically tells them, "All right, go before I change my mind." But leave Ravonna to her. Loki and Mobius and Victor Timely go through the portal to the TVA. We'll see whatever happens with that next episode. Um, and then Sylvie kicks Ravonna through a time door and sends her to the Citadel from the finale of last season, where He Who Remains Corpse is still sitting there.
oh yeah,
Uh,
that was such like a cool shot to see
yeah,
of him, his body still there.
yeah, in the exact same position, everything. And then so they get up and they're looking around, and Miss Minutes comes back, and her first words are "Love you." Go on. She's like such a It's such a weird character like trait now to have for like I always thought it was just like a little cute cartoon clock AI thing. Now she's uh, very weird.
Yeah. So a very like obsessed like a person obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Oh, very crush.
Yeah. But then they see Victor, not Victor, like I get the names mixed up. He Who Remains his body, and she Miss Minute says that was a big mistake, him making an enemy of the person one who knows all his secrets. Um, and then she says, I also know a secret about you, Ravona. She says, you do. She was like, you want to hear it? And I think she says like something like, sure. And she goes, let me warn you, it's gonna make you really angry. And then the episode ends. I'm like, what is the secret?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, what could be the secret? Just make someone just lose their mind, but
I
we'll
don't
find out.
know. My original theory was she's a Kang variant,
Mm.
but I don't know.
Oh, would that really make her angry?
No, I don't know. Let's say I don't know. Unless it's like, heck, I don't know. I need episode 4 to come out. Apparently, episode 4 has one of the craziest things ever done on a Marvel Disney Plus show. So ready for that.
Uh,
Uh,
very, very excited for that.
yeah, so yeah, I mean that was episode 3. I thought it was fun. Got some Kang in there for most of the episode too. Um, and yeah, this is a fun little thing. We go back in time and do some shenanigans, and then left on a cliffhanger, which is cool.
Oh yeah,
Um, but yeah, that was in episode 3. I guess we go ahead and get to a rating, get to the news.
oh yeah.
So what would you rate Loki season 2 episode 3 out of 10?
I mean, we said earlier in the little review, we kind of kept expressing it throughout the entire review. In fact, Jonathan Major steals this episode completely.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Um, he's super good, and I don't know if we did we say this on here of like he basically got the role of everyone of like he got
Like we
every
said it
role
before we recorded.
for recorded. Yeah, I mean I stand by that statement. And he it just lets you know the range he has. So I'm very
Yeah. I'm just really excited. I'm excited to see more. I want to see what this happens with this character because I wonder if he's gonna like take a turn to be evil at the end or something like that.
yeah. Wouldn't that be crazy? Because isn't he supposed to be like the most like evil one
No,
or or
we don't.
no?
We don't know. In the
We don't know.
comics, he was the actual King the Conqueror. Just he got sent back in time. That was the rumor, and it could still be a case that this is the King from Ant Man,
Yeah, that's all we
and
know.
he's just like in disguise. But we don't know. He doesn't have the scars on his face, so I don't know. Um, but yeah, um, out of 10, trying to think. I want to give this episode 9
Non.
because I really didn't have any issues with it. It was a good
You
length
know,
too. It wasn't too short.
you know what? I'll agree with you on there. I was gonna say 8.5, but good
Yeah,
length.
I'm
Yeah,
going off of I rated the first we read the first episode of 10. Second episode was like I think you said 7 or 7.5 and I said 8.
yeah,
And so 9 feels like a good little
oh
spot
yeah,
there for this.
yeah. It was
Um
very. Good. I wonder how good episode 4 is going to be because that's like the most highly rated one. So we'll see.
that's true. And episode 4s of Disney Plus shows are always the best ones for most of them. But yeah, all right. That was our review of Loki season 2 episode 3. All right, let's start into the news for how long do we have in this meeting? Because it just told me 6 minutes. Oh, great. Um, well, Werewolf by Night in color is now available on Disney Plus. I haven't watched it yet. I was actually going to, but I kind of this slipped my mind. Um, but I'll probably will watch it. I might watch it on Halloween.
What the World by Night in color version?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I might watch it. I don't know. I don't. It's not. I don't know. I think I'm just so used to the black and white. I think I just will end up just liking that more somehow.
Yeah. I'm cutting it
Uh,
on right now just to like look at it real quick
well,
while I'm
I'll probably watch it, but I think I might like the non the black and white version better because that's kind of like what I grew up on when I was younger. I'd watch it with my grandpa. I watched
yeah.
like the old Universal horror movies.
Yeah, this I'm looking at it right now, watching I just went into a little section in the middle. It's I mean it looks about what I expect. It still looks old, but no, it's kind of it's like that really sparkly color. Like I can't explain it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know
no,
how to
I
explain
get
it.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, I mean
Technicolor
I'm
kind
still gonna like the black and white version probably more because that's just like what it's meant to be. But um yeah. That's on there though, if anyone is interested in watching. All right, Deadpool 3 is apparently undergoing some rewrites, and
of.
one of the plot points that has been rumored for a very long time, and this also connects to another piece of news I didn't put on here, but I should probably mention, is that Earth 838 would be explored, which is the Earth from Doctor Strange 2, with the Illuminati. That it would be explored more, and we'd see the X-Men and stuff from that world. Well, apparently, according to this rumor, Earth 838 has been removed from Deadpool 3. That whole storyline. Um, so, and apparently, also all of the rumors that had come out saying Scarlet Witch was going to be in it, and it was going to be all this stuff, and all the old X Men teaming up with Scarlet Witch and Magneto, daughter, father, daughter. There's all rumors that were around. Apparently, it was all made up by somebody online.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, and then all the snoopers got exposed for believing it. It was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is something that's happening. I mean, that's just they're able to do that because the WGA strike is over, and there's a little bit of an update also strike wise I could mention. As you may all know, the studios decided to walk away from the negotiations the other week after their terrible deal that they gave the actors. Um, and apparently, we got information today that the studios themselves, for the first time, have reached out to the actors wanting to come back and do negotiations on Tuesday. Um,
Okay.
so it seems like they've learned that we should have done that.
Yeah. Oh, that was a mistake on our. Yeah, yeah. I remember hearing like, or you were telling me like it did not go well at all, and that
No, they got a deal that was worse than their first one.
yeah. So I wonder how that. I mean, I
But
guess that.
now, but on Tuesday they're meeting with hopes of coming to a deal. So we'll see. It could end this week, and then we can get back to normal. Um, and quickly before the meeting decides to kick us out, because of the strike, Deadpool 3 has been delayed.
What a way! What a way to end it before commercial. Oh no, ain't even commercials yet. Just till we
Just
have our break.
yeah, Deadpool 3 has been delayed. It was coming out May 2024, but it is now going to be coming out later in 2024, is what Disney apparently wants. But it could end up being pushed to early 2025 as well.
At least
Um,
let me just get the late 2024, man. That's all I want, at
there
least.
are rumors that Captain America: Brave New World is going to be moved into the May slot, where Deadpool 3 was, since that's finished filming already. But there's no official word on that yet. Um, yeah, we'll have to see. If the strike ends this week, it might not be delayed.
I hope not.
We'll have to see.
It better get fixed because I
Half of the movie is already shot, and I'm able to work on VFX and all that stuff. That's not messed up by the strike. They just can't do like additional like audio like recordings or something like that. Um, so they just have to record the other half of the movie, essentially.
yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah. I do hope it goes well.
yeah. Minute 30. Let's see what I have here. Anything I can throw this in there real quick. Spider-Man: Far From Home is officially being added to Disney Plus on November 3rd.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, where's No Way Home? Where's that at?
That is on Sony's. I can't remember what that's even called. Their thing.
the thing that's a streaming service, but everything costs money on it.
Yeah, kind of.
Uh,
Yeah, pretty
yeah,
much. Unless you
but
got
yeah,
PS Plus, a couple free movies.
yeah, it's all bad movies.
Sony
Uh,
Core, that's what.
yeah. But yeah, that's a little piece of news there. We are running out of time right now because Zoom hates us, so we are going to be right back. All right, more Deadpool 3 stuff. Um, this is coming off of some previous rumors about Taylor Swift being in the movie, possibly as Dazzler. Well, Sean Levy has weighed in on this possibility, and his quote is, "No comment. You're going to have to wait and see."
Oh, how nice.
So,
I
whatever that
heard
means.
there's that one. I don't know if we talked about it on here, but she's not even going to be Dazzler. She's just going to be Taylor Swift,
There was that. I think that is a rumor as well.
which I hope that's not true.
And why not?
I,
Well, you want to see Deadpool interact with Taylor Swift?
no, because I hate Taylor Swift.
Everyone, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone does, and they're gonna make jokes about that.
I mean, they can talk if they can be real and say her fan base is a cult. Then sure, I'll be okay with that.
Yeah,
But whatever.
that's true.
I,
Sorry, Taylor Swift fans.
I saw videos of that tour movie or whatever.
Mhm.
Plans at the theater. Have you seen that or not?
I saw videos of people dancing in the middle of the theater.
I saw one where they were like on their knees bowing down. And I'm just like, oh my god. Granted, I would have done that in No Way Home. But, that's different.
I'll be doing that in Deadpool 3 when Wolverine shows up.
I mean, yeah, I mean, when he shows up.
Coming soon.
Coming.
Okay, so next piece of news here is a little something. I just thought I'd throw it in here because why not? Um, First look at Ironheart's suit for the Ironheart show, but from a crew gift or something. I'll send this to you. Here we go. Wait, make sure I got it. Yeah, there we go. All right, this is like a little drawn look at what her suit will look like in the show.
Let's see here.
It looks about like what I imagine.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. So I mean, that's that. It's nothing really too. Here. I just thought I'd throw it in there. This next piece of news is interesting. Kevin Feige and Marvel were reportedly pressured by Disney to announce multiple projects during the Disney Investor Day in 2020, which is where they revealed Secret Invasion and Marvel Zombies, all those shows and stuff. And they revealed Armor Wars then, and I think they mentioned Fantastic Four. Well, apparently
Yeah.
they were pressured by Disney to announce multiple projects like Fantastic Four and Armor Wars during that Disney Investor Day when they were not ready to do so at all. And so now, like, we wouldn't have probably known about those movies until a little bit later on. But because Disney
Yeah.
was trying to rush them,
Mr. Chapek, I
yeah,
guess.
Lord, yeah. So that's I thought that was interesting. Throw that in there. Uh, let's see here. Trying to look. All right, there we go. Okay, here's this. The first trailer for Madam Web is rumored to be releasing on Monday.
Interesting.
So the Raimi verse movie that might be good. I don't know, maybe better than
Yeah,
Craven.
I don't know. I'm not.
Well, every time we talk about this movie, we've said that this sounds very interesting.
It
We could
sounds
go,
it sounds interesting,
and
but
plus you got that dude playing young Uncle Ben too. Is that his name? Actor.
I
The
was gonna
young
say his
guy.
name before, but that is definitely not it.
Almost said, yeah. God, I can't remember his name. But yeah, him, and you got just spider people going back in time to save um Peter Parker, little baby Peter Parker, from being killed by some Spider-Man villain. I don't know. Yeah, trailer releasing on Monday, maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I'm interested, but I'm just I don't know.
You're more excited for Craven.
I know I didn't say that either. Either. I mean, hey, you know what movie I'd really like that took place in the Raimiverse? Spider-Man 4 or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Because
that's too bad. That's too bad. You actually have your Spider-Man 4. It's called Marvel Spider-Man 2.
how's that Spider-Man 4?
Because it is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Even though he fought Sandman and Venom in 3. And
Yeah, but
Harry.
there's also Mysterio in this and Craven.
Well, Craven, it was going to be Vulture.
Anyway,
we talked about this on my stream. Don't you remember?
no. You think I pay attention?
You think I pay attention to all the nonsense you're yapping about, Layman?
Yeah. Okay. We already talked about that. Disney Plus will be releasing 3 new The Marvels focused episodes of Marvel Studios Legends on November 3rd in anticipation of the new movie. I'm assuming that will be Miss Marvel, Monica Rambeau, and Captain Marvel. I mean, I don't know if it's. I don't think that's too far out there, but guess.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
Yeah, so that is happening on November 3rd. Movie comes out, and what's the 22nd? We're recording this. Let's go. 1, 2. Wait. Okay, wait. 19 days from now.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really have. I mean, I
I'll
know
get
why.
my. Yeah, I'm gonna get my tickets eventually. I'm probably not gonna like pre-order. Probably should just so I can get some good seats.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get there early to make sure. I think.
Even if it's a movie I'm not excited for, I still have to, and I'm gonna go see it. I still want good seats, so I ain't trying to sit all the way at the front, first row, break my neck trying to watch a movie.
I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I mean, tickets getting filled up for it.
I haven't looked. We can look. Hang on.
Let's look live here because I'm going to bet they're somewhat kind of empty.
Yeah, probably.
If they're not, I'd actually be surprised.
It's always like that week up until is when it starts getting filled up. What I've noticed. Hang on. Okay, your guide to the Marvels. All right. AOST 12. Let's do. What do you want to do? You want to say like opening night? How that looks like? Because I know probably opening night might be more. I'm trying Saturday. That's Saturday. I just want to see. Actually, okay. I want to do the Saturday, November 11th at. Let's do 4:15. Theater's empty.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Unless at matinee times. Everyone's seeing it at matinee times because I don't want to pay full price for. Nope, never no one's seen it.
Let's just how about this? Let's just say screw it. How about that?
I have no idea what you just said because you broke up when you said that.
I said let's just screw it and just walk in. I don't think we need either.
I mean, they'd probably be like, "That's fine." All right, I'm looking at Friday, November 10th. I'm gonna look at like 4:15 again. Man, what? Oh my god! What about Thursday?
Oh, it's a very early showing.
Well, okay, Thursday at 5:45. There's 10 people.
There's 10.
Yeah, and 8:30 that night is 4.
Packed house. Well, I mean, you think I
just because people didn't like the first Captain Marvel.
I hated the first one. I thought it was awful.
At least this looks better, kind of a little bit. It's got more likable stuff in it.
Yeah, I'm just there for Monica.
They're
Monica,
Nick Fury, Monica, and Kamala, and Goose. That's all I'm there for.
Yeah,
Goose the cat. Which they recast the cat, by the way. Everyone was mad about that on Twitter.
Did they really?
Yeah, it's a different cat now. It's the same color, but it's like you can tell it's the same type of cat, but you can tell it's a different cat because the face looks different.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. I guess the other cat died. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't mean to laugh. I didn't know about that. I did not hear about this.
I don't know. I don't know if the cat died. I'm just saying maybe. It's maybe an excuse. Anyway,
That was
the final.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. The final piece of Marvel news is that a trailer for Echo has reportedly been finished, and it is set to release anytime now. So it could be getting a trailer for Echo soon. So that's supposed to come out at the beginning of next year in January. Yeah. So we might get X-Men 97 trailer soon too. Or What If season 2 as well. I don't know. I'll just see. So that's rumored to still be coming out in December.
I'd be happy to get that.
But yeah, that is the end of the Marvel news. Not too much happened this week. So
luckily it's good stuff all around. Kinda. If cards are played right, then yes, it's all around pretty good news.
Yeah.
Which leads into the other news not being the best of Deadpool 3 getting delayed. If they get a thing going, where it won't get delayed, will be okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that is that. It's time for a commercial. We will talk to you. We will hit the DC news. Actually, we'll hit something else right before the DC news, but that'll be it for the commercial. So here's a commercial.
Injustice makes him boil, evil makes him burn, and then Danny Ketch becomes the Ghost Rider. Flameglow Ghost Rider, blaze and vengeance ride in the name of justice. With whip chains, hidden projectiles, and with flaming discs and a ghost fire gun, they destroy scum like Zarathos and Skinner. If evil makes you burn, ride with new Flameglow Ghost Rider, defender of the innocent. Cycles come with figures, other figures sold separately.
All right, and we're back from the commercial. All right. I think I'm going to talk about this now before the end of the episode because it's like a big thing. So I always wanted to talk about. This is technically like an other piece of news. Not really. So I don't know if we talked about it last week. With the early screening. Did we?
I do not know.
Well, we'll say it again. Thanks to Geeks5 Nation on Twitter, me and Landon were granted 2 early screening passes for Five Nights at Freddy's movie on Wednesday, October 25th. There was a bit of an update with that. They changed the release date on Peacock to the 26th.
Oh,
which is weird. Which is like a day before. Which is a day before the review embargo lifts. Which is weird.
So I'll just stay home then. So I'll just do that. We go. Oh no, we get to see it the 25th. Okay, so even earlier. All right.
Yeah. But I don't know if that was an issue or not because the reviews don't drop until the 27th. Why would the reviews drop a day after the movie comes out? It's very strange. But
strange.
yeah, but we have early screening passes for that. First early screening, I thought it would be like a Marvel movie or something. Said it's Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but I'm not complaining. I mean, free tickets.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe I might get to meet somebody. I don't know, famous. I don't know.
We'll meet someday.
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew, dude, I'd be high. Well, now you get my hopes up because now I want to bring my Scooby Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed copy to this theater now, expecting to see him.
Well, I didn't say you would be there. I just said maybe.
Now I got the idea of
you meet Matt Pat from Game Theory. He'll probably be there.
Probably. I can see him being.
Get him to sign your. I don't know, something.
Sign my lord.
But yeah, that's happening. I thought I'd just throw that in there. Some fun. I guess that'll be this upcoming Wednesday is our Spider-Man 2 review, but the Wednesday after will be Five Nights at Freddy's. I think. Yeah. All right. DC news. We have two pieces of news here, and not that big, not that too big of a piece of news. Just something. Both of them James Gunn related. One of them was from last week. I forgot to talk about. One's from this week. All right. So one from last week was James Gunn has been spotted in Norway with Superman Legacy's VFX supervisor, which has sparked fan speculation that they may be scouting filming locations for the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, I saw you send me like a picture of a couple places they were looking at, and they look pretty good.
Yeah. Very see, probably I guarantee the fortress is probably going to be built into a mountain. Probably like it is, because that's the way it is in a few different Superman comics. I want to see. Let me look up pictures of Norway. Yeah, so it's definitely snowy mountains, that type of stuff. But yeah, and the Aurora Borealis, whatever it is, the the Northern Lights, that thing.
Yeah.
That's there as well. Able to see it. That'd be cool. Yeah, that is that one piece of news. And the second piece of news is a little short thing, but something cool. James Gunn has said that the tone of the DCU will, quote, shift with each new project that releases. So it's not going to be like kind of like the MCU where like everything kind of feels like the same tone almost.
Yeah.
It's going to be everything. Like you're going to go from having a comedy series like Booster Gold to having a horror movie, a gothic horror movie like Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I love the idea of that. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's I mean that's all the DC news.
Oh, is that really it?
Yeah, it's only two pieces. I told you it's only two pieces.
Oh. I to be honest, I completely forgot you said that. Okay. So
gaming.
Gaming, yes.
Oh well, wait, sorry. Not gaming. Other.
Other. Oh, okay. Well, we got another. Oh, I know.
Gen V has been renewed for a second season. With the quote from the producers that said, "You guys are not ready for sophomore year." Okay, so I'm caught up on Gen V. I mean, I've been watching it when it comes out. There's only 2 episodes left. I'm pretty sure of the show. But Soldier Boy was in the newest episode. It was a W. He's only in it for like a minute. It was a cameo, but it was hilarious.
As long as the cameo was good, that's all that matters.
I can tell I've watched Supernatural, and I'm a big fan of Jensen Ackles only because literally there was a scene that showed all the main characters and they were looking off in the distance at something, and then you hear behind them, hey, and that right when I heard the hey, I was like, I know that hey, and it turned around, it was Jensen. I was like, I knew it. In Supernatural, you hear him say hey so many times, and he like yells it, that I immediately knew.
Your spider sense was tingling for some Jensen Ackles. I understand. Yeah. I got you.
He showed up. It was funny. And then he died. But but he didn't actually die because it wasn't really real. It was fake, like a vision.
Oh, it was a vision. Okay, I was like, what do you mean?
Or no, they were inside of a person's mind, and he was their imaginary friend from their childhood, or imaginary boyfriend, as he put it, and described everything he taught her to do in graphic detail. Anyway, but Eric Kripke, the showrunner, also did Supernatural, has stated the finale of season 1 of Gen V will hand off to The Boys season 4. So it'll directly lead into The Boys season 4, and the finale of The Boys season 4 will directly lead off into Gen V season 2.
So we're gonna go like a whole back and forth type deal.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure season 5 of The Boys is rumored to be the final season, so
okay.
That's happening. I don't know how long. I guess Gen V will probably go 4 seasons if next season's sophomore year, then it'll be junior and senior, and you're done. It's pretty good so far. The woods is an interesting thing that they're exploring. They're creating what the Woods is doing. They're creating a soup virus, and they're trying to make it contagious, and so different soups can catch it, and it just basically like gets rid of their powers and kills them over time, like makes them super sick. And
Okay.
and they're using that. I guarantee Butcher is going to get his hands on this, and that's how he ends up killing all the soups. That's what I feel like.
Do you think they're gonna like successfully like make it and all that?
I think they already have.
Oh,
Maybe
they
I don't
already
know. In the point in this season, but I don't know. Maybe I might have missed something.
I
But
I don't really know. I don't know.
yeah. Well, you'll be watching Gen V eventually.
I don't know. Extra beef.
So I think that's something. Yeah, I think it's on the list.
They're on extra beef. That's what I'm watching.
Yeah, that's why I think it's on the list. So it goes there's a Spider-Man 2, Five Nights at Freddy's, and then Boys season 3. So that's in like 2-3 weeks, and then I think Gen V is later on at some point. I can't remember. But yeah, that is the other news. Now it's time for gaming.
Okay. We want to start with small stuff first, then we'll go to
I guess so.
review. Okay.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna pull up this article here so I can read it. The quote. Speaking of comicbook.com ahead of the launch of Marvel's Spider-Man 2, comicbook.com asked Yuri Lowenthal which classic Spider-Man storyline he'd like to see Insomniac adapt for his video game franchise in the future. While stressing that he hasn't signed on for a third game just yet, Lowenthal said that he's been pitching those behind the scenes at Insomniac about incorporating Deadpool in some manner. Specifically, Lowenthal added he'd like to work opposite actor Nolan North, who has previously played the Merc with a Mouth in various games and other mediums. Lowenthal admitted that he doesn't think his dream will become a reality, but that hasn't prevented him from making his voice heard. He said
I like
this.
that.
He said, I mean, there are so many ways they could go with the third game. I'm assuming at this point nobody's had me sign a contract for a third game, but I'm assuming there will be a third game. Lowenthal said of the sequel's potential. Look, here's something I've been pitching for a long time, and I don't know if they're going to do it, but I love the Spidey pool relationship. I love Deadpool and Spider-Man. As much as I talk about Moon Knight in this universe, and Brian Intahar's tired of me talking about that, I've been hard pitching. Wouldn't it be great if Nolan North and I got to play in that? So I'd love to see that. I'd love to see Deadpool and Spidey in this. Is it going to happen? Probably not. Do they listen to me? Mostly not. But that is a relationship I would love to see explored in games.
Yeah, I like that. I want that to happen.
He mentioned Moon Knight. I want Moon Knight to happen.
Yeah. He's constantly mentioned Moon Knight. I don't remember Moon Knight being mentioned like at all in this stuff, but
Well, not in the games, but he said he mentioned them to the Brian Intihar, and Brian Intihar is tired of it.
Brian's like Yuri, man.
I want Daredevil as well. I want every Marvel hero in Marvel Spider-Man 3. Thank you.
Oh, I want every single superhero in the Marvel cinematic. Sorry, the Insomniac.
Batman.
Well,
Superman.
Batman. Man,
Fun.
I'm already with the Web Wings already. So yeah,
Yep.
get on.
Yeah, there's that. That'd be awesome. Some Nolan North Deadpool action. Hang on a second. Let me look up the next one here. Okay. This is also by comicbook.com. Oh no, this is cbr.com. So this, in an interview with Insider, Marvel Spider-Man 2 narrative director John Paquette teased the possibility of Venom getting his own spin-off game. This would be a spin-off in the same vein as 2020's Spider-Man Miles Morales. While the game is yet to be confirmed, Insomniac is listening intently to fans' reactions to its latest title. The company is also listening to the reception of its iteration of Venom as portrayed by Tony Todd, which we will get in non-spoiler, but I'll go ahead and say is peak.
Oh yeah. Well, I said it's an understatement. Somehow peak is an understatement.
This is what okay. So Paquette said his team put a lot of effort into creating the best Venom story possible by drawing on his history within the comics and building upon it. said Paquette also stated that the final decision of whether the Venom spinoff will come to fruition rests with the fans. So we're going to listen to the fans and we're going to ask ourselves, okay, what do the fans really want? He said in the interview. In other words, Insomniac plans to listen to a reaction to its depiction of Venom before greenlighting the potential new project, while also trying to consider what would be best for the franchise and the company's universe as a whole. I would die for a Venom game.
I would too.
There's so much they could do to it. Well, without going into spoilers, obviously. I mean, I'd like to see a game like you gotta have Carnage. I feel like.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like you gotta bring Carnage into that.
Oh yeah, Carnage at some point. I mean, maybe at the end of the game you get a Spidey Venom team up going against Carnage. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I don't know. I have a lot of questions to ask, but I will not ask them on this because spoilers, of course. But
But I very much like that. And that is the two pieces of smaller news. And now we just have our non-spoiler review for Spider-Man 2.
all right, now
Now we're not talking spoilers. We're just going to talk overall pros, cons, what works, what doesn't work, that thing, and if people should get it and why they should get it.
yeah. Well, I mean, already I'm gonna say get it. I mean, you want to go start off with the good, the bad of it?
No, we can start off with the good. I feel like you've put more time into this game than I have. Even though it's like what's your hours at right now?
I would say
I beat this game in that long. Wow. Sorry.
What?
I beat this game in 14 hours.
I think I'm on 22 hours right now, but I don't know.
14 hours is crazy. I thought I did it in like 20. I had to have done it in like 20.
I mean, those things are not fully accurate sometimes. I want to take it.
Yeah. So I'm like, because I had to have done it in longer than 14. I played that game. I played it literally all from like 2:00 yesterday until 9 in the morning. That's how long I played that.
This game has ruined me mentally and physically.
It ruined my sleep schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, completely.
I stayed up until 9 in the morning playing this game. Like 9 this morning as we're recording this. And I went to sleep for like 3 hours. And I woke back up and played more.
You're gonna kill me. Okay. So I this happened to me last night. This is today, as I am recording this. This happened to me. I was what was I doing? So I was playing my game. I can't remember what time I started, but until like 7:00 at night, trying to just beat it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just had the urge. I'm like, okay, I want to finish this game just so I can know what happens, because then I can go back on Twitter, see what everybody's talking about and all that. And 7 in the morning, and I completely forgot, but I had to be somewhere at 10.
Oh.
You know, and of course I can't just wake up at 10. So I went to bed around 7:50, woke up at 9:20, and went to my thing I had to go to. Luckily it was only for an hour, and then went home, and I'm like, okay, oh yeah, I only got 2 hours of sleep. I'm gonna go to bed.
More
I looked at the controller on my desk. I was like, I guess I could beat the game real quick. And I have yet to fall asleep. I'm still playing.
Good Lord.
So,
I was gonna I could have beat the game really early this morning, but I was like, nah, I want to be like fully alert and awake.
Yeah.
When I did it, and I was. And it was a W. But anyway, the game is pretty much amazing.
Yeah. No.
There are some issues, but it's more just like nitpick stuff they also could fix with like little updates and stuff.
Yeah.
This takes everything from an already W game and makes it better.
Into 2W.
Yeah.
Another W in there.
It's the web wings, which everyone knows is in it. It's a very fun traversal thing. I will say this, this isn't spoilers. But the web wings are, at least from what I've seen, are a little bit slower than web swinging.
Yeah, they
It
are.
seems like. Yeah, so like I mean, unless you hit the win things. Unless you hit the win thing.
Wait, what thing are you talking about?
The win things. Like the
Oh yeah,
tunnels.
that's the only time they're probably a bit faster. But I mean, if you master the web swinging good,
Yeah.
you're golden.
Yeah, and there's also updates. So I'm gonna open up the game. I'm gonna look at it. There are you got your skill trees. There are 3 of them. There's one for Peter, one for Miles, and one for both and Peter and Miles. You have your suits. And some of the suits have the different little styles or whatever. There's tons of side stuff to do.
Oh yeah, tons.
Let's see here. You also got suit tech, which is basically character upgrades in a way. It's you get your health, so you spend your tech and all the stuff that you get on increase health by 10. In the first game it was you level up and sometimes you get like maximum health increased or stuff like that. But this you actually go in here and upgrade it yourself. And you just get skill points for leveling up.
Yeah.
And so you get health, damage, focus, and traversal. I've played and beat the game and done a lot of side stuff. I've got my health thing all the way up. I have 3 more left on damage, 5 more on focus, and 3 more on traversal.
I have all of them unlocked now. I know when I beat the game, I didn't have all of them. I had a couple more I had to do. Can't remember exactly what, but I know I mostly focused on traversal because it was traversal, health, and damage. Focus I did only a bit. I just want to at least get like a second bar in it. I do enjoy messing around with that, and I do the side activities of what you have to do to unlock the or to use that get the upgrades. I mean, it's nice to use. It's good to have.
Yeah, and you also have your gadgets too.
It's better than the previous game, is what I mean.
Gotcha. You also got your gadgets and stuff like that. The story in this game is, in my opinion, better than both of the other games.
I agree.
I was gonna talk about the bet that we had based off something in the story, but I'm not going to because the way I talk about it would probably be spoiler. But we could assume. I'm leaving that vague for a reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the story's great. Roughly around the same maybe as the first game. It felt longer, but I don't think it was. There's a lot of unique missions in this one, which I really did like. Different unique like gameplay stuff. I mean, yeah, I can't really think of like. I mean, my main issues with the game are just like a lot of bugs right now, and maybe some suit stuff after like the game's beaten.
Which is normal for launch, I guess. I mean, usually. I don't remember having this many bugs though with the previous 2.
Yeah. I don't either. But, I mean, what do you think though? Like, what are your thoughts before we get into if they should purchase this game? We have 3 minutes and 40 seconds left of this meeting.
I have 2. I don't know if you can say they're big complaints, but ones I definitely need them to add in an update or something. One, and it both involves the in-game contents of what you get when you beat the game and everything.
Mm.
I don't know about you, Darien, but I always enjoyed when I beat the game. I could like control the weather and all that, or sorry, not the weather, but like the time of day. And I want it to be nighttime and swing around. Okay, I want it to be sunset. And only the first game you can only do day, sunset, and night. Miles, you had daytime, night, dusk, dawn, and you can control the level of the snow, right? And what what sucks is
That's not in this
you
game.
can't and over how good the weather effects are, like with the rain and how beautiful New York looks at night with the lighting and everything. I think it's just like a real shame you're unable to do that.
Well, that's all stuff they can add in an update, though.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping. That's just like a complaint I got right now. Unless they, I mean, if they, that's why I'm not going. That's not. That's why I'm not critiquing it too hard. I just want.
What's
I
your?
just played that. I thought that was like a cool feature.
Yeah.
And
What's
another.
yeah.
Well, actually, I cannot talk about this one. Never mind.
Oh, well, never mind.
I can't talk about.
Would you recommend this game for people who are wary about buying it for some reason?
Yeah. If you're for some reason worried about this game not being good, I mean, but yeah, you love the first two, then get it. It's the best. It's in fact the best superhero game ever made. So, that I mean,
I think we're both playing it right now.
yeah, we are both playing. I got one more trophy till I get to platinum. That's how much I loved it. I platinum this game within a day, or not a day.
I have no idea how many trophies I need. I probably need a lot. I have 13 out of 42 trophies.
You only have 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff to do.
But yeah.
Well, plus there's no difficulty trophy, so it's not,
Yeah. Oh, we got less than a minute. Okay. Well, yes, we do recommend this game. Spoiler review will be coming out on Wednesday, and now we have to go ahead and get out of here before Zoom kicks us out. So thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404, or Instagram at the Comic Book Burrito _official, Facebook at the Comic Burrito official page, or Twitter at the CB Burrito, capital C, capital B, and Burrito.
Yeah, you can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Very interactive on all platforms, and come over and I'm actually free on every social now since this game came out. So yes, come talk about Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, and if you haven't already, enter into the Marvel Spider-Man 2 giveaway that we're doing. Video is up on our YouTube page. And with that, we're going to go and get out of here, and we will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior!